Hello, my name is Tracy Leela with soul2soul.ca. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 key aspects about the 12th house. And if you've watched the first 2 videos on the 12th house, I lightly touched on these topics already, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper into them. I'm going to try really hard to stay on top of my notes so I don't get too forward um, in what I'm saying and I don't get too far off topic. Okay, so before I get started, I want to encourage you to subscribe and to like the video, turn on notifications. Again, your engagement really, really helps to build my channel, which helps me to reach more people, which helps me to help other people to heal. If you'd like to book a reading, learn more about me, learn more about the events that I have going on or that will be coming up, you can check it out at soul2soul.ca. Okay, so 5 key aspects of the 12th house. Okay. Number one is, I had a really smooth, and this is where my Virgo, this is where my Virgo is like going and glitchy right now. And I'm really big on just staying authentic and not doing too much editing. But I find it really abrupt of how these are coming in, and I'm going to end it with that and just keep moving forward. So, number one is the house of is it 12th house is the house of self-sabotage, and it's the house of self-healing. It's a house that really contains your shadow, and represents the self-undoing that needs to be done, which represents the healing. And so, if you're not a 12th house person, you will understand how this energy will feel for you when you have certain planets transiting through your 12th house. The it is connected to mental institutions, with jails, hospitals, in regards to being hospitalized because of tragedy, because of major things that happen horrifically within the 12th house. It is the hardest house in astrology, and it's the house of service. And so you will either succumb to the pain and the detriment of the 12th house, or you will heal from it and use it as an opportunity to bring light into not only your life, but into other people's life as you inspire other people through service. A person with planets in the 12th house has had and continues to live with pain, with incredible hard life experiences, trauma, addiction, heartbreak, death, broken bones, where it's like you are hospitalized. And I know the 12th house is not about the physical house, but I'm going to highlight him in one of the videos, but I just want to use briefly for an experience, for an example, is David Bowie, who has Capricorn rules his 12th house, which is Saturn, ruling the 12th house, Capricorn, element to the 12th house, and he broke every bone in his body. So this is the type of experiences, the extreme hardship of the 12th house. And again, unless you have Jupiter blessing your 12th house, that is the only way that you could really be shielded from the extreme pain of the 12th house if you have planets there in your birth chart. And this is why you may not fully know yourself. This is why you may experience things that you can't understand. The 12th house, I mean, it's so hard. The other aspect of it being so hard is that you're blinded from it, your own self. And which can turn you into it could turn mentally detrimental because you're not understanding why. It's hidden from you. The planets that you have in the 12th house are hidden from you. It's an aversion to the first house, which is you physically, which means that it's hidden from other people Your pain is hidden from other people as well, meaning that they don't see your pain and you're not understanding it fully. There's a blind spot there. And that contributes to even more pain that you're going to experience within your mind, within your heart, within your emotions. It's going to affect how you feel. That unknowing but knowing can drive you crazy. And so this is another reason why it's so hard. It's not only the physical life experiences that we have to experience, it's being blinded to it all. And then that also affects your mental health. Okay, so that's another key thing. Um, there are even more challenging aspects for people who have either the sun or the moon in the 12th house, the two luminaries. And if their ascendant ruler, the planet that rules your ascendant, if that planet is within your 12th house, um, I believe, and from my knowing of the 12th house, that if it's your sun, your moon, or your planetary ruler is within the 12th house, you are going to face even more personal pain. I know that personally. My sun, my moon, and my ascendant, my ruling planet Venus is, all three of them are in the 12th house. And I'm not using that for sympathy or anything like that. I just understand that pain. And the reason why they are a little bit more painful than having some of the other planets within the 12th house, why I would highlight the luminaries and the planetary ruler, is because they are the most personal planets to you. I'd like to say that every planet is personal and has a personal aspect in our own life, but not as much as the sun and the moon and your planetary ruler. Because your planetary ruler rules you, your physical self, your physical being here in this life experience. It's key to your life path. And if it's trapped in the 12th house where it's hidden from you, and it could be in detriment depending on what zodiac sign is ruling that 12th house, it's going to play a big role in why you're experiencing so much hardship in your house. And so by knowing that, and then by learning about that, about your own self and about these planets that you might have in your 12th house, oh gosh, you just open up so much opportunity for healing, for awareness. Awareness is the first step. When we are aware, then we can do something because we have something to do with. When we're blinded, it causes chaos, right? So awareness is key. The other blind spot that I wanted to talk about, oh, hold on, is, sorry, I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of my notes and I'm organized here. The second thing that I wanted to talk about here is the other hidden aspect of the 12th house, which is hidden enemies. And this is, again, another problem of the 12th house, is that hidden stuff. And this time it's not about you, it's about other people. And when people have 12th house placements, hidden enemies is a real problem because we're not seeing the true light of people who come into our lives. And so oftentimes 12th house people will be hurt, manipulated, taken advantage of by what we call snakes in the grass. People without good intentions, hidden enemies. And we will often befriend them. We will often become engaged with them in some way. And in turn, we often get burned. We often get hurt. We often suffer because of these hidden enemies and snakes in the grasses. And this is a problem that 12th house people live with. So again, awareness is key in understanding that this is a real reflective experience of being a 12th house person. And when we are aware of it, we can learn to be a little bit more shielded as a 12th house person. We can learn to be a little bit more aware of what people's intentions are without thinking that everybody is out to get you, you know, being open enough to give people an opportunity, but also being aware enough to realize that you may not have your best intentions with me. So I might put a little boundary there because I have to take care of myself and my own healing because I'm a 12th house person. So keep that in mind. When I realized that hidden enemies, I mean, realizing I was hidden to my own consciousness and unconsciousness and my own heart and my own mind with all these planets in my 12th house. I mean, that was a whole array of self-sabotage that I had to go through and heal from in that awareness. But realizing that there were so many people that took advantage of me that I just thought they were awesome people, and I got hurt. Venus in the 12th house, always heartbroken. Triangles, three-way relationships that are just like, what the fuck? Hidden enemies, 12th house content. All right, moving on. Number 3 is the karmic healing from past lives. The 12th house is a karmic house. The 12th house is the house of spirituality. The 12th house is connected to the collective unconscious. The 12th house has hidden challenges that often are recurring, and a lot of times they are karmically. They are connected to a past life. Not always, but oftentimes it's connected to a past life. Again, you have to really look at the aspects in your chart and the planets and where they're connecting to, and you know, if it's connecting to your 8th house in the 12th house, if it's connecting to your 4th house, which is also a karmic house, to your 12th house. There's so many aspects to also look at, but it's important to know that it also stems from healing karmically. You know, for past generations and future generations. I believe this really strongly with the 12th house. There's so much healing, and it's not surface level, it's deep. And because it's so deep, we have to go deeper than this lifetime. And because Pisces and Neptune are the original rulers of the 12th house, I mean, that says it all, right? So that's important to keep in mind. A benefit to look into for more information, to look a little bit deeper into past lives within the 12th house, is diving deeper into Sabian symbols and into the nodes. The north nodes and the south nodes. You can look into asteroids. It just gives you way more detail and a deeper look into what's really going on in the 12th house. Because it's so hidden, we really want to dive deep and look at all the content. But then I'm a Virgo in my 12th house, so I'm like, we want to go deep and we want to break it down and we want all the details and we want to, like, ones and zeros, binary code, right? That's me, not everybody else, but that's what I do. So if you want a reading, you're more than welcome to book soul2soul.ca, and we can go a little bit deeper into your 12th house if you like. Okay, moving on. Number 4 is the spiritual gifts and the subconscious. Well, this is the house of spirituality, and with every planet within the 12th house, it grants you spiritual gifts naturally. Oftentimes they're hidden as well. The 12th house will make you psychic. It will make you highly intuitive. It will make you a medium. It will connect you to spirit. It will connect you to the energy of the divine. Every planet providing its own unique spiritual experience for the human soul that's here to live a physical life. There, with these spiritual gifts, I mean, there's a reason why we face pain in the 12th house, are required to heal in order to see some light, and then we're granted with spiritual gifts so spirit and the collective unconscious and angels and the divine energy can help guide us, messengers of service for healing to others who are suffering in the 12th house. It's in a nutshell. So there we go. Number 4. I will dive deeper into the spiritual gifts of each planet as I work through each planet over the next year. I'm going to be spending a whole month on each planet about the 12th house, because there's just so much to really talk about in healing with a planet. You know, healing with Mars, period, is one thing. And then healing with a Mars that's in the 12th house is another aspect. So every month I'm going to be going through each planet, and with that I'm going to be covering the spiritual gifts that also come with each planet. So make sure that you turn on your notifications so you are aware of when these videos go live. All right, moving on to number 5, which is the last one, is the 12th house is the house of service to others. Again, this is the only way out of the pain. The only way. And I say that, I mean, it sounds really bad. I believe that's, you know, I've got my son in my 12th house, so I'm conscious of it, and I'm conscious of the unconscious with my moon being here. And depending on your placements, again, if you have just Venus in the 12th house, you're going to be facing a heartbreak that, unless you have Venus in the 12th house, a person cannot understand. There's always constant heartbreak. And it's not just relationships, like romantic relationships. I'm talking about from daddy. I'm talking about from mommy. I'm talking about from anybody else significant in your life. Heartbreak, triangles, love triangles, 3 ways, always thrown to the side. I call it plucked. Like a beautiful flower, they want you, you know, the Venus in the 12th house, they want you, but then they'll pluck you. They want you so bad, they'll pull you as a beautiful flower. They're going to pull you out and pluck you. They're plucking you from this beautiful garden of flowers. One beautiful Venus. And then they're going to chuck you. This is a common, and I'm being real, this is a common experience of someone who lives with a 12th house Venus. They never really feel loved. Always forgotten. Always the other person. But there's always this longing and a connection. I don't want to go too far in it. I mean, I could just ramble, but there's always a connection, like there's just someone meant for them. And in that connection of always feeling like there's someone meant for them, what is meant for a 12th house Venus is for them to heal and find that within their own self. And allow boundaries to be put in place so you can be respected. I have to believe that there's a way to love with a Venus 12th house, because I have a Venus 12th house and it's void, of course. So, you know, we have to be, I don't want to say optimistic, but we have to be hopeful. Optimism does not work in the 12th house, but hopefulness and faith and trust is what's required for the 12th house. The house of service. I am going to end this out with saying that your pain, you faced your pain and you faced your hardship if you have any planet in the 12th house. And you may have Jupiter in the 12th house, but you may also have another accompanying planet in the 12th house that still has you feeling that pain, even though Jupiter's there. Please know that your pain doesn't come without purpose. Your pain is your story. Your pain is your magic. Your pain is what is going to blossom into a beautiful life of enlightenment. There is a way to reach a place of inner peace living with 12th house planets. And it can be really hard to believe that when you're going through the pain. But I just want to leave it on that note that through your sacrifice, because the 12th house is a sacrifice, through your sacrifice of the pain that is required to be uncomfortable in order to heal, is then going to be molded. And Spirit will help you to mold that. Spirit will guide you. Spirit will support you with the most incredible unconditional love to help you heal so you can mold and shape that into something fruitful, to be of service, to help another human soul who's facing pain themselves with your own unique way. I got my own, and I'm here to help you as a 12th house person to realize that you have your own. And you just need to awaken to it because it's hidden. Because your pain is real. Your pain should be acknowledged. And it's okay to cry because those tears won't last forever. But your pain is the purpose. And you overcoming that and going through the healing process is what's really going to help you to see light in your life so you can exude that, so you can expand that out to other people in service to help them heal. Until next time.